Welcome back, and we are here again. We did the last episode, you guys loved it, so we decided we're bringing it back. Let's get into the RHON Roundup. This episode is brought to you by Zenela Bridals. We already got our first sponsor, and they understood the assignment of making me look like a queen. So please appreciate them, follow them on all their socials, Zenela Bridals. Let's get into this RHON Roundup. So we first start off with Mine and her husband. We're introduced to him. I think they're a fun couple, but I also think it was like their presence felt a little forced, and maybe that's because the husband is not used to being in front of the camera. And I feel like maybe they should lean into that, like him being very aware that the camera is there. But I'm excited to see how that couple will evolve, and I love that they're a gossiping couple. Then we are shown Dr. Maria shopping for a house in beautiful Nairobi. I mean, except for the part where that guy said furnishing the house will cost 40 million. Shut up. Shut your dirty mouth. But like I said, I was surprised to see her in the episode, but I think it's because part of me is already like, I'm like, she's not gonna be there. Can we quickly rush? But her explanation for her exit should hopefully be interesting. And plus, I have a little tidbit for you. I saw on the social media, one of their makeup artists was doing a behind the scenes of the title sequence shoot. And I happened to see Dr. Catherine Masitsa of the Samantha Bridal brand as one of the girls in the main title sequence. So they decided to replace a bald baddie with another bald baddie. Doctors as well. This episode was focused on pairing off the girls so that we can see what their dynamics are. So we first started with Sonal and Dr. Maria, who went... Sonal invited her to a salsa dancing. Sonal ended up being a better dancer than Dr. Maria, which to me was crazy because, you know, like Africans have natural rhythm. I don't want to say this, but I find Sonal so boring. Like this chick, Ameni Bo, like do something, be exciting. I'm just like, whatever. Any scene she's in, I'm just like, whatever. But I guess that's her role in the show. She's supposed to be the peacemaker. Then we move on to Vera and this girl she keeps hanging out called Amina. Who the hell is she? As in, I hope she's going to be more significant in the show, because if all she's acting as is the person Vera goes home to tell stories to, I'm just like, ugh. Then next it was Susan and Dr. Maria. They went to work out. Both girls were serving body. Yes. But Susan never let us forget it. She was like, body this, body that. We are like, girl, shut up, relax. Sawa, tumeona. Don't need to remind us every 5 seconds. The relationship between Susan and Dr. Maria was a little weird to me, because in their gym session, Dr. Maria ends up apologizing for like upsetting Susan's previous event with the fight she had with Vera. And Susan was all like, oh, no, don't worry. Oh my God, girl. But you know, even you are right. Like she was giving yes man. But if you go back to episode 1, there's a point where Susan says, well, at least now I know who I like and who I don't. Granted, she said this after both fights between Michelle Ntalami and Mine happened and Dr. Maria and Vera happened. But to me, I was just like, so who did she mean? Who did she like and who didn't she like? You know? Little sus, a little two-faced Susan. Tunakuona. Then we have Mine and Lisa. Lisa invites Mine over for a yoga session, and immediately, so first of all, there was this awkward point where Mine was like, Lisa said, oh my God, you look so nice, because she did. Mine was looking bum. She came ready. She knew she was going to be on camera. But Lisa looked like she was going to yoga. Aliko anenda workout. Okay? So it was like, oh, you look so nice. And then Mine was like, and you as well. It was so awkward. I found that so funny. But then they move on to doing the yoga, and Lisa seems to have like a vendetta against Mine's wigs. She's just like, ugh, tacky as hell. She's just like she hates Mine's wigs. And equating it to how classy Mine is, which will be significant. Hold that point and then I get to my next. So the next people we see is Lisa and Susan, Lisa seems to think Susan is the epitome of class and everything, which to me seems so suspicious because it's like she's pitting Mine and Susan against each other. It's like, oh, look at this, such a classy Susan, and this tacky cheap girl, you need help. And to me, it's giving very, I don't want to say it, but it's giving white savior, like, come, let me show you what class is. But I'm like, Lisa, relax. People will talk about sex, people will be crude. You talk about art and culture. That's the diverse juicy pot that makes the earth go round. If all of us were cultured, it would be so boring. You and Sonal would just go there and be cultured and boring. So please, give us some space. Let people thrive and let people enjoy things. Finally, the girls have gotten an invitation from Lisa to go for the safari rally in Machakos, which is great. Surprisingly, both Vera and Sonal have never been to Machakos, despite the fact that it's literally like, what, an hour away? Even less, maybe. Anyway, they go to Machakos for the safari rally that Lisa is hosting. She invited all the girls, but Dr. Maria did not show up. I bet she was a little scared of just all the confrontations and vibes that might come from there. But then the girls start going in on Dr. Maria. They're like, oh, this bitch, she's two-faced. And then Vera made a statement, which to me was like, girl, not the same. So Vera's indication is that Dr. Maria is intimidated by Vera. But I don't think that that's the case, because I'm not trying to shade nobody, but somebody who went to medical school and somebody else who got famous off the back of their nyash, the struggles are different. So please, let's not do that. I don't think the reason is that she's intimidated. I just think Dr. Maria has a deeper reason as to why she doesn't like Vera. Anyway, hopefully we'll find out soon why, but you know. But I think we all kind of know why. So then the girls continue talking about the rally and how, and Vera is like, she didn't know that even Kenyans come to the rally like this because she was expecting the arena to be empty. This is my personal opinion. That is so damn disrespectful, because off of the back of Patrick Njiru, there's a whole rallying community, girls and boys all over the world who did not, well, all over Kenya, who did not know that black people could be could be professional safari rally drivers. Patrick Njiru carried that whole flag for us for the longest. So please, let's not do that. We proceed to talking about Dr. Maria and how she didn't RSVP to even tell the girls that she wasn't coming. Lisa felt a little offended by that because she had paid for some, let's call them hotel rooms for Machakos. But for Machakos, they were pretty good. The hotels were not hoteling the way they should have hoteled. But I will say this, for Machakos, it was pretty nice. And besides, you're there for the safari rally. You're not there to luxuriate like that. You know what I mean? But maybe Lisa should have done a little more of a bespoke thing, like had people come over, because she sent them cars to pick them up. They had food and champagne and all that stuff. So I mean, maybe she should have put a little effort into the luxury part of the safari rally, but I guess it was part of the experience. Vera was really not having it. She went straight to bed and that story was done. The girls went to dinner. Now the whole ensemble cast was there. Sonal said she was not sleeping over because of her baby. I think she was not sleeping over because of the hotel room. Anyway, so she went home, but I could definitely tell, like, Lisa hates Mine's wig so much, but during that whole meetup of theirs, Mine and Susan's wigs kind of looked similar, save for the color and a little curl pattern. It was, I feel like they were the same wig. So why wasn't she talking shit about Susan's wig then? You know? I suspect that Lisa is the whole puppet master throughout this whole thing, because she's pitting Mine and Susan against each other. I'm yet to see what the few other feuds that are going to come up. And I hope you enjoyed this episode because it was really fun to make. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. Do all those beautiful things you're supposed to do on the internet. Find us everywhere on social media. If you find some tea on people's socials and you think we should know to add to this story, please DM us, comment down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Meanwhile, thank you again to Zanela Bridals for sponsoring this video, and I will see you next time.